Hi everyone, so today I've got this very vintage inspired makeup tutorial for you all. I think this look is absolutely gorgeous. It's very classic, kind of old Hollywood style, and in the video I will be using the Kylie Cosmetics kit in Mary Jo K, which is absolutely amazing. I love this. I will be posting a review in the next couple of days of this and also Candy K. So if you'd like to watch that, then please subscribe to my channel, or you can just search for it in the bar. That's cool. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching and we'll get into it. Okay, so to start with, we're going to take our foundation and apply that. So I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation, and I'm in the shade 51 Vanilla Claire. So just apply that as you normally would. And just taking your foundation brush, buff that in. Okay. So then we want to take our concealer, and mine again is the Bourjois Healthy Mix, and again that's in the shade number 51. So we're just going to apply this basically everywhere that we want a little bit of coverage for imperfections or dark circles and all of that. So good. Now, I like to do my brows with pencil. No, I don't. I like to do my brows with powder. So I've basically got mine's pretty much like dead now, but I use the MUA matte shadow, and mine's in the colour chestnut. I honestly don't know if you can even get this anymore. It's like forever and a day old, but it works really well for me, and it actually suits my like the colour of my brows quite well. So I'm going to be taking just my angled eyebrow brush. Okay, and then we just literally apply the powder. I like to start sort of from the bottom of this part and then work my way along, and just kind of take it really gradually and slowly, just to kind of get the shape that you like. And I tend to kind of use my finger just to neaten it up if it's getting a little bit messy. Okay, I'm sorry for looking above you, but there's a mirror there. I kind of need it for this. But yeah, sorry if that's annoying. I can like go for hours trying to sort my eyebrows out. It takes me ages some days. Like other days they'll just go on straight away. Some days it's just like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? It's so annoying. But right, so then don't judge me because this is gross, but I'll just use clear brow gel, or what was once clear brow gel, just to set my eyebrows in place. I need to get a new one of these so badly. It's just one of those things that you never really think about picking up when you're out. But so I just kind of literally will run that through. Right, so that's our brows done. Now I tend to kind of use my powder next just to kind of set my foundation, and I use the Maybelline Matte Maker. Mine's atrocious, it needs replacing. Like I've used this to death now, but so what have I got? Classic Ivory is the shade that I use. So just taking a fluffy brush, I tend to just swirl that in the powder, pat off the excess, and then I always dab to apply this. So now I like to tend to do my eyeshadow. So what I'm going to be taking is my Naked 2 palette. And right, this is going to be difficult without blinding you. Right, okay, so let's pop that up there. So we are going to be using, where am I? Third one in. So we're going to be using Booty Call to sweep over the whole lid. So just taking a nice big fluffy eyeshadow brush and just get in there, and then we're just going to sweep that across the whole lid just as a base. And I like to do in the corners of the eyes as well, because that tends to just brighten everything up. There we go, and I take it underneath my lash line as well. Okay, so then we are going to take, let's see, we're going to take the shade Tease, which is like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Tease, and we're going to do our crease. So just take any crease brush that you own, so just like a nice fluffy crease brush, and just take a little bit of the product, and then I basically will go into the socket there and just use your windshield wiper motion just to get that going, and basically apply that all over, and then we want to just blend that out at the top there, so just blend, blend, blend to make it kind of nice and soft and smoky looking. So once you're happy with that, then obviously just take a little bit more of that tease on your brush and then just slightly in to the corner of the eye, so the outer corner, just apply that. There we go. And then obviously, because I like everything to match, I'll take a little bit more and just run that underneath, kind of to the halfway-ish point, maybe 2/3 of the way under your lid, just to kind of join all of that up and basically give it that nice smoky effect everywhere. We just want to take a teeny little bit of Chopper from the palette, so that's number 4 in there. It's like a lovely little coppery colour, and I like to do this just to add a little bit of extra interest to the eye look. So we just take a little bit of that, and then just in the centre of the lid just gently buff that on. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Foxy, so the first colour just here, and then we're just going to do our highlight on the brow bone. So what we're going to take next, I'm going to use basically like an eyeliner pen, liquid eyeliner pen in the shade Black, surprisingly enough, and that's the Master Precise by Maybelline. So we're going to start off by just applying a thin line, which will thicken up as we go. So you want to kind of go about sort of 3/4 of the way across your eyelid. Now it's up to you if you want to do a wing or not. I prefer a wing, so I'm going to put one on. So basically we want to follow the line here of our under eye. So where that goes up, you just want to kind of follow that up and out to do your wing. So this is where I mess up. Just pop that there. So you see it kind of follows the way there that I've, that my eye kind of goes. So then I tend to just join it up. So you make like a little triangle. And then you just fill that in. I like to apply my mascara next, so I am using Maybelline's Falsies Push Up Drama. Now, what we can do is just to line your inner waterline just at the bottom with a little bit of like a sort of skin coloured nude pencil, as this will just kind of brighten your inner eyes up a little bit. So I use the Scandalise waterproof kohl pencil from Rimmel, and it's just literally in the colour nude. It's exactly that. So we just line our inner waterline just to give us that little bit of extra lightening effect, I guess. nice to make your eyes water. Oh dearie me. There we go. Okay, so that's basically it. Now you can add false lashes if you want to. I'm probably going to go and do that off camera because I do not like putting false eyelashes on camera because I just am not great at it in the first place. So hold that thought and I'll be back. Okay, so now we have our eyelashes on. Mine are the Eyeliner lengthening lashes and they're in the number 118. So that's that done. And then, so now we've got our lashes on, we need to do some contouring. That's the next plan. So I'm just using the MUA Bronzed Perfection bronzer. It's just, yeah, it doesn't have a shade, that's just what it is. So we just want to take an angled brush, like this one. Mine are all Coastal Scents brushes, but you know, just use whatever you've got, to be honest. Okay, so we just want to take a little bit of that on our brush. And then I tend to do the age-old trick of like kind of sucking it in your cheeks to look a bit like a duck. And then you just kind of apply that line to where you got the shadow. And then I'll just apply a little bit of this just up, sort of around your temples. Just kind of bring it down to where the original line was. And then I like to kind of go underneath my jaw just to give that a bit of definition. So you can also just do a little bit down the sides of your nose, which I'm going to do now, and just take like a little fluffy brush of whatever description. Just put the tiniest little bit just on the tip of the brush and make sure you tap it off, otherwise you're going to end up with like a really harsh line. But just take your big fluffy brush again and some more of your powder, if I can get it open, and then just literally go over it, buff it in, and just kind of, you're kind of diffusing that harsh line then, so that it doesn't look quite so in your face. There you go. So that's that. Now I tend to do a little bit of blusher next, and then I highlight last because I just like it that way. So take your fluffy blusher brush. Mine needs a wash. Whoops. And then just take your blush. Mine is one from Bourjois and it is in the number 16, Love Struck Rose. It's really pretty, very girly and just a nice light blush. So I tend to just put a tiny bit just on the apples of my cheeks. If I'm wearing like contour, I don't know, I tend to not really use that much blush because it just, otherwise you can end up with just great big dark patches on your cheeks, and then I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't look right, but we use a little bit. So that's that. And then lastly, we just want to do a little bit of highlight, which is kind of my favourite part. So I am using the Bourjois, oh dear, the chocolate highlighter basically from Bourjois. Mine is very well loved, as you can see, but just taking the highlight colour, which is this one here, on a nice fluffy brush. I tend to put this kind of anywhere that I just feel like I want a bit of shimmer, so we'll start with the top of the cheeks and we just want to brush that just across the top of your cheekbone just to bring out that natural kind of structure there. So we're going to use Mary Jo K by Kylie Cosmetics. So let's take those. Now, so take your pencil and then you just want to line your whole lip line all the way around. And I tend to fill this in too because I think it just makes it last that much longer. And to be honest, you can always go back in with a little bit of concealer just to kind of neaten up any edges that you don't think are very neat. I would make sure that you're not wearing any lip balm or anything, and that you've scrubbed your lips before you actually put this on, because otherwise you might get that kind of flaking and it won't look as good and it might not last as long. So then we're going to take the liquid lipstick and just apply a thin layer. Now these are so pigmented, you literally need just one swipe per lip pretty much. So there you go, that's the lips done. So if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give me a nice big thumbs up. If you'd like to see any more videos from me, then please do let me know, and let me know what you'd like to see. I should have some more of the lip kits coming soon. I know that she's restocking literally within, I think, the next day or so, so I'm going to try my best to get my hands on some more. So yeah, if you'd like to see any more tutorials using the lip colours or anything like that, then please let me know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!